Bath showed heart in defeating Toulon last week, but here a pacemaker made the difference. The England head coach, Eddie Jones, was among the spectators as Anthony Watson, a wing for his country who plays at fullback for his club, supplied the antidote to the French side's power with 2 tries of rare quality to take the home side to the top of an intriguing group on points difference. The tries were both down to his turbo-assisted speed. Toulon protested that his route to the line for his first try, on 27 minutes when Bath's early 13-point lead had melted to 3, had been cleared illegally by Matt Garvey, but they had not complained the previous week when Florian Frazier performed the same routine in the build-up to Nonnu's try. Garvey took out 2 defenders, including Nonnu, but he did no more than hold his line as Bath moved the ball right. It was all down to Watson who, after Jonathan Joseph supplied the fullback with an inside pass, accelerated between 2 tacklers and burned off the cover defense. His second, which concluded the opening half, was even more impressive. Bath spent the evening looking to attack the gain line and not getting into a test of strength with an imposing midfield and back 5. They operated from deep positions to allow runners to go between defenders rather than through them. It relied on quick possession, which the home side initially secured in a breathless opening period in which they scored 13 points in as many minutes. It took them 48 seconds to score their first try. Toulon were given no time to get back on their feet after making tackles as Bath hit them with a wave of attacks that ended with the wing Alec Brew, who had reduced his opposite number Yosio Tuisova to a state of stupefaction the week before, creating space for himself and offloading to give the prop Beno Obano enough space to get into a gallop before barging his way over the line. Beno Obano barges over for Bath's opening try. Photograph Bob Bradford Camera Sport via Getty Images. They ended the half in their same manner, quick recycling stretching Toulon. But when Watson picked up the ball in field 30 meters out, nothing looked on. He ambled across the field looking for an opening when he stumbled upon Tuisova, who had been given more palpitations by Brew's footwork. As soon as Watson scented the wing, he rounded his opponent as he would a mannequin before, leaving Hugo Bonivel lost in his jet stream. It was a sublime moment from a player whose stated ambition is to convince Jones of his merits as a fullback. Watson's pace was the difference between the sides on a night when Toulon were never more dangerous than when they appeared to be vulnerable. Their response to Bath's early dominance was to set up a power play period when their big runners, led by Nonnu, Matthew Barstewart, and Dwayne Vermeulen, battered their way into contact with not a trace of subtlety. Chris Ashton was hauled down by Brew after reaching a kick head first, but after Francois Lou, whose power over the ball on his first start for the club since September was a telling factor in the victory. Forced to turn over, Toulon worked a move from the front of the line out that gave the scrum half Albie Mathewson a clear run to the line. Bath were forced into a loud defense. Jonathan Joseph, Tom Dunn, who made 22 tackles, and Charlie Ewells epitomizing the determination of the home side who needed to win to remain in contention to top the group. Toulon had to settle for Francois Trinduc's 30-meter penalty and, like the week before, seemed to have recovered from a slow start. Then came Watson, whose 2 tries, sandwiched in between Trinduc's second penalty, gave Bath a 2,313 interval lead. That cushion was deflated 100 seconds after the restart when Nonnu's break at pace was taken on by Ashton, who, after being hauled down by Jack Wilson, a replacement for the injured Ben Tapuai, set up the ruck from which Samu Manoa scored. Tapuai's absence robbed Priestland of a footballing foil at in City Centre. Manahan took his place there and Bath's game became narrower as tension replaced belief in the crowd. Priestland's third penalty gave Bath an 8-point lead before a controversial decision denied Wilson a try. The wing scored after taking a pass from Peter Grant that was reviewed many times before being called forward. Never mind that the Toulon prop Frazier appeared to have played the ball in the tackle. Toulon were winning the penalty count, favoured in the scrum in a reversal of 7 days before. Trinduc's third kick reduced Bath's lead to 5 points and his side kept coming. Priestland missed a penalty from 40 metres with 8 minutes to go, and Bath, who have lost 2 matches here this season in the final minute, tried to settle for what they had. Led by Lou, they succeeded. All heart again. Bath Watson Banan Burns 77, Joseph, Tapua Jack Wilson 32, Brew Priestland, Cook Fotley I 50 Urbano Autorac 65, Dunn, Lahiv Thomas 50, Stuck Douglas 66, Ewells, Garvey Captain, Lou, Grant, Mercer 65 tries Watson 2, Urbano Con Priestland Pens Priestland 3 Toulon Bonneville Tuisova, Bass to Alt Captain, Nonu Peterson 55, Ashton Trina Duck, Matthewson Iscan 56 Frisia Delbulbs 64, Gerardo Itrillard 64, Van der Merwe Settiano 64, Mano Arebaj 56, Taufifanua Krugor 52, Loble Kafia 55, Isa, Vermeulen tries Matthewson, Manoa Contrangic Pens Trinduc 3 game rating 810 referee Nigel Owens, Varlet 14420